Alrighty, today's topic is motivation. And if you've been around the whole self-improvement, like, space on, like, YouTube or Reddit or whatever, you've probably heard of the whole thing about how you don't need no motivation, and motivation is bullshit, and you should just do shit. Don't wait for motivation, right? And that's 100% true. You've probably heard me say, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. You've probably heard other people say that, and that encapsulates exactly what I'm talking about today. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. So when you don't have motivation, when you don't want to do it, you should do it especially then. You have to use discipline, and yeah. So discipline is like the act of doing work or doing things that you know are good, or like that you know will benefit you, but that you are not motivated to do right now, right? So don't rely on motivation, because if you rely on motivation, you will not do work very often, because you're very often not motivated. Because motivation, oh, this is a good one, motivation comes from results. So motivation will come to you after you do the thing. So, and that's really interesting, because like, because we all wait for motivation to do things, right? We're like, oh, don't feel like going to the gym today, so I'm not going to go to the gym. Or I don't feel like writing that essay right now, so I'll just do it tomorrow. But after you do it, after you go to the gym, after you finish writing the essay, you're like, that wasn't so bad. Especially with the gym, you enjoy the gym, right? It's weird that a lot of people put it off, because when you're there, you enjoy it. Like, you always enjoy the gym, right? And stuff like work, and like after you finish it, you always get this sense of like, that wasn't as hard as I made it feel, right? So, yeah. The thing is to just do it. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. But this is one thing that a lot of people get wrong. It's like, they say, yes, you don't need motivation. Yes, you shouldn't rely on motivation. But motivation is not a bad thing, right? If there's a way you can motivate yourself to do something, that's a bonus, right? Because if you are motivated, then you will enjoy the thing more, right? Or, yeah. So, motivation is just a bonus, right? Treat motivation as a treat. So, you have it sometimes, and when you have it, it's nice. Like, oh, damn, I feel like doing it today. But when you don't, you shouldn't not do it. You should do it anyways, because the motivation will come after, right? Which is that, and yeah. So I will have another video that I might record today, or maybe another day, because the schedule's kind of tight today. It's gonna be called "Screaming at Old People," or "Why You Should Scream at People," or something along those lines, right? It will be about motivation, but I'm gonna put a nice clickbait title like that, because that's a nice title, right? Why would you scream at old people? You can stick around to watch that. I'll link it at the end once I upload it. But yeah, because you shouldn't rely on motivation, but if you have it, that's great, right? It's like, it's a treat, so you don't want to rely on the treat, because if you rely on having it and you only have it sometimes, then all the times you don't have it, like you won't do your work, and it's not good, right? But if there's a treat that you can get and you don't rely on it, but if you have it, it makes your life easier, right? So why not get it when you can? Okay. It's a little bit weird of an analogy, but like, if you have motivation, great. If you can get motivation, great. If it's like, if you don't have to do anything stupid, like, if you don't waste time, right? So I'm not saying, like, go on YouTube and watch some motivational videos and then go to the gym, because that's stupid. That's a waste of time, right? But the thing I'm going to tell you about in the other video, the screaming at old people video, is that if you can get motivation, and it's simple and it's easy, just do it. And then that will just make it easier, right? Yeah. So, that's about it. don't rely on motivation, but when you have it, be grateful and do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mean saying. Hi, is that so familiar?